Okay, so we're going to we're going to start weight painting this face. We've got the majority of the bones that we're going to need in the face. Um, so let's get started, I guess.
Will there be any more bones in this?
Yeah, there'll be some more bones than this even. Like we need to be able to control individual portions of the brow, individual portions of the eyelid. We also need to be able to move the skin around the eye. If the eyeball looks all the way to the left or to the right, that'll be another joint. Yeah, there's still a few joints we need to add, but we'll add those in as we need them. So I've selected my root joint. I'm going to type in my select high command at the bottom here. So I can select them all, add the mesh to my selection, and go to Skin, Bind Skin, Smooth Bind Options, and we got my bind to is set to selected joints. Method is closest distance. Skinning method is classic linear. Normalized weights is interactive distance. Weight distribution is based off of distance. And allow multiple bind poses, sure, why not. And max influences right now is set to 1. And my drop off rate is 4, which is really extreme. Since my grid is huge, so I didn't resize this head, but maybe this is the scale we're working at for this particular scene or for our movie. Anyway, so it's checking everything this up to this far away, like 4 units away. That's extreme. So we'll change this down to like 0.5. Okay, remove unused influences. Now we'll leave that in there. We'll uncheck that. And we'll click bind. Okay, so now we should have some bind information on our mesh. Got my paint weights tool. Brush is huge. Okay, I'm going to switch to my pen. And right, there's my neck weights, neck mid weights, skull, or the head base. Yeah. Basically, we could go through all these joints and see what's controlling what. But we're going to go and change it all around. Okay, so first thing to do is we're going to weight everything to the head base. Okay, so select add and make sure my opacity and my value are both set to 1 and click flood. Okay, so now everything belongs to the head base. And I'm going to lock all my influences now. And I'm just going to unlock what I need to distill from the head base. So I'm going to unlock the head base itself. And I'm going to unlock the neck base. So the first thing I'm going to do is allow the neck to have some influence over this mesh. Okay. To do this, I'm going to select the head and rotate it just a tad. Okay, so I can make the head look like it's going to look up. Okay, so I switch back to the neck and switch over to my tablet. And let's see. Go. Need to change my brush size down like quite some. So hold down B, click and drag, and I'm just going to go to 100% for now. Now if you can get yourself to do it, you only have to paint half of the head, right? Because you can mirror weights. But a lot of times it's hard to tell if what you've done actually looks good or not if you only paint half. Okay, I'm going to turn on my display, my wireframe, so I can see it for now. And I'm going to turn off these X-ray joints. That's annoying. Okay. Go ahead and add that one in. Oh, too far. Okay. So there's the basics of my neck weighting. Now, the mentality here, and it's the same as for the rest of the body, but we're wanting to block this out. We want to give each major division in the head all the weight that it's ever going to need. Okay, and then it's subdivisions. So like we have, our main divisions are, we have the top of the head and brow, we have the top of the face, which is like the eyes and the nose and the top of the mouth, and then we have the lower part of the head bottom, which is like the jaw and the bottom lip, and then we have the neck. And so the first thing we're going to do is try to get the weighting of those joints to be as perfect as we possibly can. Okay. So it goes smooth. And I can smooth because I only have 2 influences unlocked. Okay, that's important. Especially important when you're doing some difficult weight painting. Okay, let me turn off the grid. I just hid my other geometry. And begin smoothing. Okay, so I need to increase my brush size a little bit. So obviously that looks a little bad up front there, but we'll work on it. Now keep in mind on the back of the neck where it meets the head, the skull is there. You're not going to be changing the shape of that thing. It's a solid bone mass. So we need a relatively quick fall off up here. And stylus pressure, I had to make sure that was turned off. Okay. Anyway, you want to get it pretty nice. Now the front side obviously doesn't look very good. So I'll have to go through and work on that a little bit more. Go to the head, and go to